So about a month ago, Mo, you and Mom were driving out to Montana to help Grandma get ready for Christmas time. And what happened?
We got in a car accident with a deer.
You hit a deer head on with my 2006 Toyota Corolla, totaled it. And so for about a month now, we've been on the lookout for a replacement vehicle. And your mom is so awesome that she decided to let me get my dream vehicle, which is what?
A Toyota Tacoma.
Exactly. Ever since that garage door opened and Marty McFly saw his beautiful new black Toyota Tacoma, I have had a dream to own a Toyota Tacoma, and my wife finally allowed that dream to come true. So mine's not black, it's white. Go to a clip right now that I took earlier in the day, right before my camera battery died and my microphone battery died. And then I had to take the girls to piano and violin lessons. We've noticed that the younger girls are having a really hard time getting into it. What about you, Juju? Can you get into the truck? Someone help me. So we looked at the dealership and looked at running boards, steps, different things like that. Everything was super pricey. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna attach a board to our truck and we're gonna show you how to do it.
Exactly, we're gonna do it ourselves. It's super easy. So we got our running boards from a company called iBoards. We're gonna put a link down in the description to show you exactly the one we got. So we have the 2017 double cab Toyota Tacoma. And so when you're buying these on Amazon or wherever you get them, just make sure that you get the right size.
The first thing you do when you get a box like this is you take inventory.
So we got all the nuts and bolts here. We got 3 brackets for the passenger side, 3 brackets for the driver's side, the 2 running boards. Now we're ready to roll. What do you think?
Good.
The first thing that you want to do is flip the running board over, and they have these T-tracks built into the underside, and we have some square-headed bolts that we're going to feed on to this, and that's eventually what's going to be connecting the brackets to the running board. So we'll all go ahead and do that. Alright, Mikkel, can you help me?
Yeah.
Alright, so we need 6 of them. We want 3 in each one. You got to start all the way on the end. Yep.
Have another one?
And bring one all the way to the center, Morgan. Awesome.
There, I did it.
Perfect. So this is what that looks like. We got 2 on the ends, 2 in the center, and 2 on the other ends.
The next thing you do is you mount the brackets onto the truck.
That's right, and luckily on the Tacoma, these holes have already been pre-drilled and just have a little plastic cap that's screwed into them. For this next part, we gotta get down and up and under. There are the 2 plastic caps that we have to unscrew to get ready to mount these brackets.
There we go. I'm doing it the right way. Here we go. Got one out. Oops.
What do you think you're doing?
Get it.
Oh, your nose is yucky. Before we start mounting the brackets to the underside of the truck, we're gonna get all the hardware ready to go in this configuration with the locking washer up against the head and then the flat washer just on top of it. And for that part, I have my trusty assistant, Mickey D. You ready to roll? Let's do it. Good job, and then put one of the big fat ones on top of it. Very nice. Just do that till they're all done. All right, so I've got the driver's side front bracket and this hardware that Mikkel assembled for me. And I'm just gonna hand tighten that as far as my fingers will go. Don't want to crank these down quite yet just because the tolerances on these parts is not perfect, and so we need to have a little bit of wiggle room as we get all the pieces fitted together. Once everything's all fitted together, then we can go back through with our torque wrench. Alright, on to the next one. You got 2 more for me?
Oh.
And if you can find the bracket that says LCRB on it.
I got you 2 more.
Thank you.
And don't get it. What is it again?
LCRB.
What's that?
Does it have an L? And a C? And an R? And a B? Nice, thank you. So now that we have the brackets mounted loosely to the truck, we have our running board with these 6 screws hanging down, and we're just gonna get them lined up. Just be careful not to.
Mine need to be over a little bit.
Excuse me, Mikkel.
Excuse you. Excuse you? Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you got yours in.
Yeah.
Nice. You have some kind of leeway to move this around exactly where you want it, both front and back, and out and forward. So, we're just gonna find what looks best, lining it up with the doors. Then we'll get everything tightened down. Now that we have everything kind of mocked up in its spot, the next step is to torque down the bolts that are mounted to the truck. The final step is to attach some flat washers and some nuts to the 6 bolts that are on the underside of the running board.
I thought you do look clicking. Daddy, do you do it until it becomes really hard or impossible?
Not impossible, but...
Hard. That was really hard to do.
Okay.
That is a wrap. But now we have one final test.
Juju Bean, do you think you can climb into the truck?
Yes.
All right. Say I love you. So there you have it, a super fun family project. Only took about an hour to do the one side with the kids' help. We're gonna go put them to bed and then I'll come back and do the other side. But for a fraction of the cost of what you would pay at the dealership, you can do something that looks really nice and functions really well.